story time. 4 years and 30 days ago, I moved to this fine province. And I had just started working about this time over at the Volkswagen dealership in the city. Well, I had sold a vehicle to one of my customers, and there was a bad tire. The rim was bent. It was a new vehicle. There was no excuse. We had to replace it. So it was cheaper for them to send me out in what we call the chase vehicle than for them to send it by your Purelator, FedEx, your Oops, whatever. Oops, there it is. Oops, there it is. Well, it was in Swift Current, good 3-hour drive
from where I was, but I was excited because it was my first road trip. This is late October, but not that late, around the 20th or 22nd somewhere. Y'all can check out those days in 2017 and see when we got the big snowfall, which is the story. Can't help but notice it's clouding over, getting a little cool out. It's about 8 degrees Celsius, it's about 45. So it might rain a little, big deal, right? I'm on my way back, I'm in the right direction, I'm really excited. Not only have I made a sale, but I've made a customer, because he was so happy that I brought the tire. And I'm going, and it starts to rain. Well, you know, the raining part, I can deal with, right? It rains a lot back home in the 6th, in October, that's one of our rainy months. Well, Lord by Jesus, I tell you, suddenly it stopped raining, and this white stuff started falling from the sky. Now, I've never seen snow in October before. Never seen snow in October. And it's coming down a little, and it's coming down a little more. Finally, I'm in a place called Rosetown, which is about less than an hour or so from Saskatchewan. And it's just a blizzard. And I'm scared. And friends, for a city boy like me from Toronto, there's a 2-lane highway. That's 1 lane going this way, and 1 lane going that way. Well, when those semis come by, let me tell you, they're pounding out the snow, and there are about 4 or 5 seconds where I truly have no idea what I'm looking at. Yeah, you can have the wipers in full, it don't matter. You just had a semi bring up all its change onto your windshield. And there were a couple times where I'll be honest with you, I was saying a little prayer. My first month in Saskatchewan, and I ain't gonna make it home. I'm gonna be in a ditch somewhere, eating yellow snow. Well, I finally got home, literally about 6 hours after I left, what should have been a 3-hour drive. And I called my brother and said, Brian, I'm out of here. I can't take this anymore. Now, blizzard, October, what the hell's going on? And that was one of the really cold years that we've had, you know, for all you climate change people. Where November 1st, April 1st, forget about it. You ain't seeing anything warm. So I cried a little, and I may have, you know, wet my pants a little too. From the snow, people. From the snow, people. From the snow! But I made it home, and my brother said, don't worry about it. It's just a one-off. It's going to be fine. Well, you know, April comes and the snow starts to melt. And I'm saying to myself, one-off? There's been snow on the ground for 6 months. What the hell's going on? And Brian said, well, I didn't want you to lose your job, and I knew you didn't have much in Toronto. So I decided that I would lie to you. This is the reality. See, in Saskatchewan, they don't use salt. And the cars are very grateful. That's why they last forever. But they put this dirt. It's a mixture of dirt and what's that purple stuff called?
You mean potash?
Potash. They mix a little bit of that in there. And it doesn't melt it, no. All it does is it coats the top. And you know what? It works. Because I lasted till middle March before I did an ass plan. And I'll tell you, you laugh if you want. I would have done 4 or 5 in Toronto by then. Of course, 2 might have been alcohol-induced, if you know what I mean.
But I did it, and I said to myself, you know what? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
You got a lot of snow, whatever. It stays. But the sun is shining, and it's just a beautiful day. And that's when I fell in love with this place. And Lord have mercy, I ain't going back, Jack. No more, no more, no more, no more. I ain't going back, Jack. No more. So I'm going to take a little puff of my Juul. Inhale it, exhale it out, wait for it to flow down to my urethra. And then it's gonna pee out, and it's gonna have a funny smell to it. Charlotte, it's not that fun.
I can't help it.
You know, I'm gonna take a puff, take it in, blow it out. All the stuff that's there is gonna flow down to my urethra, and my cervix, and my pee's gonna smell a little funny.
You mean like asparagus or something?
I'm convinced that's what it is, people. Then again, I've never lost that love before. Stand tall, don't you fall. If I could only hold a note, yes I wish I could. Only hold a note, I wish. If I only could hold a note, I wish I could hold a note. I love Saskatchewan, Canada's wheat province. That's from the Confederation. That's from the Confederation license plate, by the way. And at the time it was, and it still is. You know, if you enjoy your Weetabix, if you enjoy your Frosted Flakes, if you enjoy your wheat thins, chances are pretty good.
How about bread?
Yeah, Charla. Old Bob is on was kind of cut back on his bread consumption.
Right. Sorry.
On account of it makes you fat.
Sorry.
Yes, but we also bake our bread, and we also bake bread in Ontario. Maybe we get the wheat from Saskatchewan.
That was my point.
That comes to Toronto, where it's used with the flour and with the yeast infection, and it you make bread with it. Hey Charla, let's do a cooking video of me baking bread.
That's a great idea.
But not just any. No. I'm gonna bake 2 kinds of bread. You're gonna have your white, because it's easy and fun. But I'm gonna do something cool. I'm gonna do maybe a rye, or a marble, or a what? A rye,
Nothing.
or a marble. Maybe even, are you ready for this?
Sure.
Wheat toast. Which I thought, yeah, it's called whole wheat. See, I call it whole wheat back home, but Americans call it wheat toast. I like to call it wheat toast here, just to really confuse people. All right, let's.
Time to shut her down?
Yeah.
Okay. Want to say goodbye or something like that?
Guys, I want you on my YouTube channel. Tell your friends, all right? It's
What
a quest.
else?
It's a quest for 1,000
Subscribers.
and 4,000 hours, right?
Yes.
4,000 hours. You mean 4,000 minutes?
No, it's hours. 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers.
Well, if I do 30 seconds, oh, I see. So they take each subscriber. So 1,000 subscribers who watch would be 30,000 seconds, right?
Sure.
Okay, well that makes some sense. All right, here's the plan. We're gonna get to 1,000 subscribers. We're each gonna watch a minute. Now 1,000 minutes is a lot of time. You got your 1 hour is 60, 10 hours are 600, and then you add the 400 and you got more. And can we get a view of that sky?
Let's go over here.
It's just a wavy the cloud formation reminds me of a young Uncle Bobby who used to look outside and try to determine if it was going to rain or not. Oh, I didn't get it right most of the time, but the effort was there. I might have to stop in Purdue, huh?
Okay. Are you signing off?
Well, no.
10 minutes
I
now.
guess they're going to ask, why would he want to...
Well,
why
if you
does he
want to tell them, you can tell them.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
open
'cause-
book.
Because I have an IBS issue right now on account of,
Too much McDonald's?
No, I love McDonald's, and don't badmouth McDonald's in my presence. Yesterday, the plan was, when I ate at McDonald's, the plan was to get a cheeseburger and small fries. And then I said to myself, if I get a drink, a cheeseburger, and a small fries, I'm looking at 8 and change. Cheeseburgers used to be, they're not reasonably priced anymore. They're expensive. Why not get a McChicken combo, supersize the sucker? For 10 and a quarter, you get a large diet, or as they call it, Coke Zero. You get a large order of fries, and you get your McChicken. And I love the McChicken sandwich. Although I sometimes wish I had a knife.
What the F, Bobby?
Just to eat it half. And, you eat it half, and then it's like, wow, I'm full if I close my eyes. And then you open up the bag, and there's another half. And it's just like, it's gravy, baby. It's gravy. It's just like there's something magical about getting into the bag and finding like 6 fries that you thought were lost. Oh, and you know they're just saturated in the salt. And it's like, yeah, man, shake that bag and let the salt coat everything that's just jammy on those fries. And I know what you're saying. Too much salt is not good for you. You're right. But a little bit once in a while. You don't need a lot.